orders are as follows. Good morning, cadets. Welcome back to our Starfield playthrough, where we're gonna continue our fun on the Starliner. And also, I kind of forgot to mention that I did swap out one of my older pistols, so we're gonna have the one that we got from the fleet instead. Forgot what was the name for it. Anyway, Kill Hauler. Yeah, that's the name. Okay, can I? There we go. Let's actually first look around here. Is this? This is the bathroom. Okay.
Due to an unfortunate accident, we are halting our spacewalk experience for an undetermined amount of time.
Okay, that's good to know.
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your items.
So, engineering deck. Okay, good to know.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Who else is here? I know
Here for business
Gabriel is
or
here.
pleasure? Hello. Are you a member of the society?
Okay, just as normal stuff.
We have a
Where
range
is
of
Larry,
excursions
actually?
available at all our destinations. All the details are in your cabin.
Is that him?
Is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Whoa, okay, yeah, you're right. This is not a bad view. Okay, I don't know where Larry is at all, so I guess we're gonna have to
Quite
check
an
with
event
Gabriel
you're throwing
first.
today, don't you think? Hello. You here for the charity event?
More or less. Do you often attend honest and worthy causes?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that attending these types of events tends to absolve one of their sins and cleanse their soul. But something tells me you're not really here to discuss the event. What did you really want to talk about?
I'm more interested about what's going on at Gullbank.
Oh, I'm afraid that's a bit outside my wheelhouse.
Easy now.
I work for UC Security, so I don't think I could be of much help. I have nothing to do with Galbank.
What exactly do you do for UC Security?
You mean specifically? Oh, I work for the Corporate Fraud Division.
Huh.
We monitor all of the major megacorp financials and transactions to ensure that nothing improper occurs. You're asking a lot of strange questions. What exactly do you want?
Kinda ironic that you work in that sector. Exactly. But then what brings you aboard the Siren of the Stars?
To be honest, I'm here to keep an eye on the charity event. It might not be as glamorous an assignment as a colony rescue or taking down some criminals, but anything that keeps the peace is important to me. What is this all about, anyway?
Well, Claudia said you have information about Larry.
Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Maybe I am a little drunk, but you're still a liar.
Back off for what?
Don't test me. You have no idea how high up the chain I am with UC Security. Not only can I make you disappear, I can also make sure the settled systems forget you existed in the first place.
Maybe I'll hand any evidence I already have to the authorities.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
So
An open bar would
we
have
need
been
to
nice.
talk with Rokov then.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to the vault.
Oh, this is the kitchen right here. Why did I miss this part? Crew quarters.
If you have any little ones aboard, story time with Serena will be held in the ship's library this evening.
Nothing in that chest. Ah, Because I only went there. Gotcha.
At the moment, Aurora isn't permitted on Trident Starliners. Though we are working on having that changed.
Not sure if that's a good idea, but sure, you can try. Oh, hey, you're just chilling out here.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up, and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested.
Does he actually have the authority to do that?
Oh, absolutely. He's up the ladder at UC Security. Lots of pull. We have to handle this very delicately.
But yeah, he's involved in an embezzlement scheme with Dombrowski and Swift.
Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. It's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows.
Should we wait until he returns to his cabin and falls asleep?
Maybe. But if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security.
Why shouldn't I just kill him and be done with it?
Yeah, that's smart. Kill Vera, or anyone else involved in his conspiracy, and then Dombrowski heads for the hills. Besides, you really want to ace a member of UC Security and have them breathing down your neck? You'll be the top story on SSNN. No,
That's true.
there has to be a safer way.
How about a ship-wide emergency?
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Won't the ship be at risk without life support?
This is one of Trident's premier Starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear, which I won't.
I guess I'll have to do whatever it takes.
I'm not particularly inspired by your shining example of confident leadership here.
Don't worry, it'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help.
Where is the life support system located?
There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starview Ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside.
So, once the emergency is sounded, how does the ship lockdown work?
All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way we keep the halls clear and avoid a panic. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin doors will automatically unlock. This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. But in our case, it's like having an all-access pass.
Do you have the lowdown on Gabriel, though?
On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC Security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cret stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet.
Probably.
Go do something useful, okay?
Well, there's only one thing I can do. But yeah. Okay, speak with the engineer.
The society chair has really...
Okay, let's go to the engineering deck. See what we can find around here. I have not exactly looked very thorough to see if there was any slate in the ballroom, but I doubt it. It's just evidence lying around like that. I'm more expecting to find evidence around here. You must be the chief? No, you're just a crew member. Can I...
Listen. Can't hear the engines, can you? You're not going to find better tuned engines anywhere else in the Sigil systems.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bit risky with me opening this door, but I will risk it. Her back is turned to us, so should be fine, I guess. Or hopefully. So yeah, those ones, and then I'm assuming this and this. Hopefully. Yeah, perfect. What exactly is here though? Oh, contraband. Okay. And a lot of it. You guys are dirty around here, aren't ya? Thank you for the contraband. I need to remember about it though.
Suddenly, we've entered a high-security medical bay.
The key?
Didn't expect that.
Send in.
Okay, then.
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rokov's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you?
Kinda lonely down here, isn't it?
Yeah, a little. A few of the techs call this deck the dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner-class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong. The quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge.
So what do you do around here then?
I'm the Siren's chief engineer. Trident put me in charge of the entire tech team. We do our best to keep the ship running smoothly and efficiently. Of course, this beauty is a cutting-edge piece of spacecraft design. Almost everything has triple redundancy, like the life support system. Unfortunately, that means there's quite a bit of downtime. Could be worse, though, right?
Yep, could be worse. I really need to get into the life support area.
Oh, sorry, that area is off limits. No exceptions.
I'm the captain's guest, but you can't let me into that room.
No, sorry, I'm afraid it's impossible. Trident regulations strictly prohibit anyone from entering the life support area without a valid reason. Look, I'm not trying to be a jerk here, it's just that I could lose my job, you know?
Well, the captain also said he's willing to forgive your gambling debt.
Oh, really? Well, that changes things quite a bit. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away?
What do you think about the captain?
Honestly, he's a seasoned ship captain. He told me he was a long hauler for years, and the experience shows. Only thing is, he's always talking about trade deals and plans for get-rich-quick schemes. It's all the guy ever thinks about. Why he decided to be a Starliner captain, I'll never know. It's almost like he craves being around money. Tell you what, though, for someone that loves credit so much, he sure doesn't mind gambling them when we play cards.
All right, thank you for
Whatever you do, don't break anything, or I'll be out of a job.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. Right. So, emergency procedures in the event of an alpha, life support failure. A beta will automatically activate in the highly unlikely event that beta failed. Gamma will Activate. Okay. For safety reasons. Sure, that's one. That's two. That's three.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Well, I see some of the crew is not exactly rushing. Or this is just for the passengers, the clients. Well, looks like it.
Oh, great. Everyone cleared out of the buffet. That's always a bad sign.
No, actually, the stuff as well cleared out. Wait, hold up. Are you gonna be hostile though?
The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm and proceed to your cabin.
That's what I'm doing.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill.
Okay, but actually he's this way.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm in my cabin, more or less. Okay. Gabriel, we need to talk.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
How did you know I was responsible?
Doesn't take a genius to deduce you're the one that's responsible. I locked onto you from the moment you entered the ballroom, and I've watched you trying to clock Dombrowski. After we spoke, I had a feeling you'd pull a stunt like this.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion.
Ooh, I kinda don't
Remain there
wanna
until you receive further instructions.
go for the UCC's death response, because I'm in undercover. And the fleet might agitate me more. So I'm just gonna say I want you to help me take down Dombrowski.
You want me to help you? Are you completely out of your mind? I help you by handing over evidence, and I end up incriminating myself. Why would I do that?
You already have evidence prepared.
Don't act so surprised. You didn't really think I'd make a deal with Claudia or Dombrowski without having a little insurance policy of my own, did you? Huh? If I've learned anything in my years at the corporate fraud division, it's always have an exit strategy.
Well, Claudia says you've been cheated out of your fair share of the galbang job by Dombrowski.
Claudia said that? You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I could end up in jail.
Why did you let him handle the numbers in the first place?
Dombrowski had the authorization to wipe out records on Galbank's system without raising any red flags. I let Claudia talk me into that. She said she had him wrapped around her finger. Apparently, she was wrong.
Okay, before I make any deals, you mind telling me what I'm buying?
Oh, I've got everything you're gonna need. This is a one-stop shop for you. We're talking a slate loaded with dates, account numbers, ID scans, even an audio recording. It was my little insurance policy in case the shit hit the fan. There's a solid enough trail here to send Dombrowski straight to jail.
You know what? I'll give you 2,500 credits. I'll pay you to offset your losses.
At least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
At least I'll try. Ever thought about joining the fleet?
Wait a moment. Are you telling me that this scheme is getting so out of hand, it also involves the Crimson Fleet? That's all I need right now. Enemies on two fronts. Just because I'm helping you nail Dombrowski doesn't mean I'm turning my back on UC security. How else am I going to ensure that he ends up behind bars when all this comes crashing down? No. You can leave me out of your merry little band of pirates, thank you very much.
Okay, do you know anything about the UCC's death then?
All I can tell you is that there's more than a few people at Mast who find Commander Akande to be a huge pain in the ass. I mean, the UC is aware that the Crimson Fleet is a problem, but it pales in comparison to the issues with the Freestar Collective. Akande's loaded with big-picture ideas, but not a ton of evidence to put them into action. And frankly, it's driving my superiors crazy.
And what are you going to do about Swift and Dombrowski?
Well, since Claudia has been spending time disgustingly close to Dombrowski, I think she's suffered enough. On the other hand, I've got very, very special plans for Larry. I have some friends that can, well, let's just say, take care of the problem. That's if you leave him alive, of course. We'll just have to wait and see.
Okay, so...
You better tell Dombrowski
basically,
to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
So basically, Dombrowski is a dead man, regardless if I choose to do it or not. Right, so... we have the Gold Blank plan, which is evidence.
So, did it work? Not yet, but the transaction is in progress as we speak. You should expect your profits from our venture soon. You must be patient.
No way, Larry. This is not what we agreed. You said the money would be in our accounts by the 1st of the month.
Give it a rest. It isn't like we're making regular withdrawals. If things aren't done carefully, it'll trip an audit. Is that what you want?
Of course not. But we're risking our asses here, and we've seen what, maybe 5, 8% tops? We were promised a third of the final figure.
And, as promised, when all is said and done, that's exactly what you'll receive. You must understand we're absconding with an inordinately vast amount of capital from Galbank's coffers. Eventually, the shortfall will be discovered. As Claudia has so eloquently stated, if the transactions aren't siphoned at a reasonable rate, the audit team will be dispatched and our plan ruined. Give it time, my friend. You'll get your share, a third for each of us, as promised.
A third of 500,000 credits. Can't you just taste it? I think I'm gonna head straight for Neon with my share, put myself up at the Hotel Voli, and blow a shitload of money at the Astral Lounge. You'll come with me, won't you, Larry? I don't want to spend all that cash alone.
Of course, my darling. I can't think of a finer way to spend our time together.
Oh, look, I'm gonna lay this all on the line. You have 2 more weeks to make this happen, or we're gonna have a problem. 2 weeks, Dombrowski. That's it.
Okay, so that was the first one, and then I believe was the transaction log, right? It contains a detailed accounting of all the illicit transactions that were covered up by Larry. Okay, now where is this? Actually, it should be in his room, right? Because we are in lockdown, and that's why I can potentially take care of him.
Our security team would appreciate if you please.
Yeah, I'm on my way to my cabin. I just got lost a bit panic and whatnot.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
I'm in my cabin. Can you? Barrett, get your ass inside. Come on.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
That's true.
All passengers.
How do you know I was involved?
You don't actually believe that I'd venture into such precarious criminal territory without a proper bird's-eye view of the situation, do you? I'm uncertain why you've become entangled in this spider's web, but this situation demands swift and resolute action.
Not sure if it's gonna be a negotiation, but...
Au contraire, my misguided friend. There's a bargain that needs to be hammered out, and you will listen to the facts before we proceed. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me.
Is it really necessary for you to talk that way?
You may as well ask, is it necessary for the sun to set on Jemison, or for one to wear a pressure suit when entering the vacuum of space?
An amazing trick.
I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'd hardly call myself a professor. Though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you were having trouble understanding what I've been saying. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
Rather astounding that you deciphered our communication attempt. It only took you a minute more than we expected for you to work through the calculus and participate in the discussion. But the rat models are notoriously unpredictable.
So you don't mind turning over your credentials to me?
Obviously that wouldn't be my preference, but I have little choice. Though Larry Dombrowski will be mysteriously vanishing after this cruise, and possession of the credentials becomes ludicrous at that point.
And how do I know you won't report your credentials stolen?
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself.
Okay, that's all I want then.
Splendid. Oh, it appears we've reached an accord. And may I say, it was a pleasure conversing with an intellectual equal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
All passengers. May I have your attention, please? The captain has declared...
Well, actually, hold up. The credentials... You take... Only the slate, not the evidence, right? Still have the evidence. Yeah, it's on evidence. Okay.
Emergency.
Let's talk with
Please
Rokov.
report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive
I'm
further
still trying to find my cabin.
This ship is in a state of emergency.
Rokov, get me out of here.
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned. I wish you hadn't blown away the gambling debt that Saldin owed me. But hey, you got the job done.
You suggested it, so why are you angry now? Yeah, I got what I wanted.
I'm glad one of us did. I'm just hoping you'll put in a good word for me with Delgado. Otherwise, I've risked my career for nothing. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
You mean you haven't figured it out on your own?
I usually have a nose for these things, but in your case, it's a mystery. Very frustrating. Whatever the case may be, it's apparently worth risking your life over. That's telling me it involves a lot of money. That also means I want in.
I want to tell you, but Delgado would kill me if I did.
Ah, so he told you to keep it from me. I see. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the
All
fleet.
passengers.
It's been a long
May I
time.
have your attention, please?
I owe you
The
one,
captain has
Dover.
declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your
what'd you call
cabins
me?
in an orderly
Scottish?
fashion.
Don't worry, it's not an insult. It's a very old Russian word for comrade. It's what I intend to call you from now on, so get used to it.
Yeah, I only accept thanks in the form of credits.
Yeah, I'm a bit short in that department myself. Perhaps I can pay you back later in some other way. Just look for me on the key, and I'll see what I can do. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the key.
We shall see. Right, can I fast travel from here, or do I need to... Oh, the vigilance moved here? Huh. Also hold up. Hold up. I do need to... feeder stick. I remember I have the contraband on me.
Fire to the
So...
stars is now in emergency status.
I might need to return manually to the ship, actually. Now that I think about it. Can't exactly jump through here, but I have the stairs down here. Fingers crossed I'm not gonna get caught.
Good day, Captain.
Board.
Thing looks exactly as we
Also,
left it, right?
he might not let me
Right.
fast travel anyway. Because I'm docked with the ship. Okay. Sure. Oh, that was not the gun. Whoops. This is the one that I'm keeping. Never mind. And was yeah, resources can stay there. Miscellaneous. That's done. Perfect. He's still put as favorite. Don't need to bother with that one. Okay. Let's see if I can fast travel directly from here. Or do I need to stay in the chair? I'm still gonna need to be scanned, right? Yeah.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space.
Wait, who are you
Maintain
firing
course
at?
and prepare to be scanned.
Come on, 90%. If you find...
Scan
Okay,
complete.
there you go. Nice. I guess New Atlantis, and we see where we go from here. Well, it is the archives. Shouldn't these be the commercial district or mast? Yeah, it's one of those. Bit annoyed that it didn't show me directly before landing in the spaceport area. It is in commercial district. I had a feeling. Don't worry, I have a plan, lady. I have a plan. Okay, this is the new boost pack. This is how I managed to jump out of that
Together we
cargo.
can really make a difference.
Okay, we have the archives. Is this just gonna be
Galbank
walking?
really wants the UC to know who's holding the purse strings, you know?
Oh, deal with the... please tell me I can use
Hello.
persuasion.
Welcome to the... the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please?
Is this where Galbank keeps all its records?
Oh, no. No, this is just their deep storage facility. All the current records are upstairs in the main facility. This is where they put the older data onto long-term servers.
Any other employees down here?
Oh, no. None at all. I'm all alone down here. Yeah, yep, completely by myself. Well, I guess you're down here too, right? So that's two of us now. Sorry, not trying to lie to you or anything, just, yeah.
So I have a feeling there's more than him. But probably more inside.
Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives.
Do you usually treat all Galbank executives this unprofessionally?
No. No. Never. Not at all. I'm so sorry. Hey, look. Please don't mention this to my supervisor, okay? She'll give me a low rating, and I'm gonna end up scrubbing floors.
Yeah, I'm getting some really strange vibes off of you. Something must be wrong.
Shh. They'll hear us. Look, Ecliptic busted in here and said something about letting you walk into the archives, and then they're gonna jump you. I'm supposed to let you in, and then get the heck out of here. They said if I didn't do exactly what they said, they'd kill me. Just be careful. I don't even know how many of them are hiding in there.
Well, thank you. I guess, weapons hot. Alright, boys, where are you? This one. Not a lot of ammunition in this gun though. Oh, you're firing 2 bullets at a time, that's why.
Well, they don't need it now. Oh, I love this part.
Not a bad weapon, to be honest, but not a lot of ammunition either. How do I get? Not
I'm
to here.
Fine. Let's go. Ah, this never gets over.
There's the stairs over there. Ow. Get those ones, get the credits, the rest is fine.
Adorable. Bring it.
Okay. Barrett? Where are you, buddy? Okay. Don't worry, Barrett. All good. All good. Oh, apparently this is my objective right here. Just more information. CBR type. Okay. Serendipity. Alpha Centauri. Transponder lost. Prosperity. Full transponder lost. Attempts failed. Okay, legacy. Excavation transport. Alright. Last known system position. Bannock. Search attempt 8. That's a lot of search attempts. So that means it was reloaded with credits. Okay, proceed to the key. Can I fast travel at least from here? Also, there's a trade authority on the key, so I can sell some of the contraband. That's wonderful. And I can jump directly. Whew. And I'm assuming this is gonna be the end of this quest. Long one.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
And we only had a bit of fighting towards the end. Actually, the end might be when
Greetings.
We're gonna talk with Ikande in the Vigilance.
Next time you see Bog,
like last
tell him
time.
to lighten up. Guy's got a real attitude.
We just have to blend in, disappear, act like we belong.
Oh, speak with Bog? What happened with him? I mean, sure, I can speak with him. I know exactly where he is. Don't need to select his location.
Looking to make a business it is.
Yep, business. Okay. Miscellaneous. Ah, wait, I need to sell from the ship. Never mind. You don't have enough, though. Sure. And I know this is a bit of a waste. But actually, I'm just gonna buy these ones, and so I can sell the contraband. Weapons. Oh, this is the buy. Hold up. Sure, get the gun back. So I kinda lost cash on this one, but I don't need to worry about
You find
the
anything of
contraband.
value, bring it here first.
I'm fine by it. Okay. Let's go to the bar first. See what Bog wants to talk with us.
You want to kick back? Avoid the last no.
Okay, Bog. What seems to be the problem?
What's your poison?
Yeah, we heard you've been mopping around, Bog. No one likes a sad bartender.
Yeah. Working around this slot day in, day out. You'd think they wouldn't give a damn.
You listen to our problems, so let me listen to yours then.
I think I need to take you up on that offer. I guess I'm thinking of my dear old Maddie. The only woman I ever loved. Almost married her, I did. But I missed my chance and lost her to one of my best mates. I'll tell you what. You want to help an old man out. Bring me back the one thing of Maddie's that ever meant anything to me. Her ring.
Wait, okay, what's the story here?
Maddie had my eye back in the day. Thing was, she had the eye of my best mate, too. A bloke by the name of Clay Dietrich. Clay and I had hit a luxury liner, snatched a ring I knew Maddie would love. Before I could say anything, Clay asked if he could have it and he used it to propose. Long story short, Clay married Maddie and they ran off to raise hell with Ecliptic. And then he got the poor girl killed.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, point me in the right direction. And that ring is all yours.
You're in luck. Clay showed up on my radar a bit ago. Probably why I'm in a bigger rut than usual. I'll send you the details. I don't care how you do it. Just get that ring back.
Well, it's mods from Jazz or weapons from Eleuthera? You gotta spend money to make
deserted
one.
Yeah,
garrison. Where exactly is this? Oh, in a system that I have not fully surveyed yet. But it's on the line. And looks like this is again just a pickup. I'll probably do this off screen and I'll record the delivery of the ring back to Bog. So yeah. Okay, now that I know about that one, let's select breaking the bank.
Yikes. But to
Let's
the
have a
fleet.
talk with the Delgado, and then of course probably it's gonna be with Gandhi afterwards. And we need to leave the evidence.
They don't have a gift shop that sells key rings. They're missing a golden opportunity.
Okay, which direction are you telling me? This way.
Need something?
Are you pointing me to the lift by any chance? No. This time it's gonna be the stairs.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet.
Yeah, maybe do everything, but at least we got what we wanted.
Still a lazy old bastard, huh? Can't say I'm surprised.
That's not exactly filling me with confidence, Rook, so I'm going to leave it up to you. Is Rokov in, or is he out?
I say he's out, but at least pay him for his work on his job.
Huh. Interesting. You think it's worth wasting credits on the guy?
It's not even worth wasting a bullet on Rokov.
If Rokov had anything to do with putting this information about Crix's legacy in our hands, then I say cut him in for a taste. You don't like it, Neva? Too bad. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
Nope. EM class is certain death. Back it up.
EM class giant?
Don't know that one, huh? Well, pick up your pencil. There's gonna be a test on this later.
Of course it
EM
will be.
class means the planet is giving off a ridiculously high amount of electromagnetic radiation. We're talking off the charts here. Fly your ship anywhere near one of these death traps, and you'll blow every single circuit on your ship. You'd be dead in space. Get it?
Well, there's gotta be a way then.
Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Crix hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
Maybe the data's wrong?
No, this all makes sense. The data says the transport went down over Bannock 4, carrying currency during the Narian War. There were ships fighting across the entire galaxy back then. It's not that hard to believe this one got lost that far out from home.
I mean, the Legacy had a CBR-27 transponder. We could start by tracking its precise location.
The Rook's right. We tackle one problem at a time. Can we track it, Neva?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called a comm spike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that comm spike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction.
You don't give up easily, do you?
We do or we die. That's the way Crix did things. And that is the way we should have been doing it for years. It's as simple as that.
Well, we'll figure this out, I promise.
I promise? You gonna write that in your diary, little girl?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of bullshit. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
Okay. Hopefully this doesn't mean she's gonna be as a follower. Because I do need to report to Ikande. It's gonna be a bit problematic.
I'm only stationed on the key until the heat dies down. Then it's back to raiding and pillaging.
So where exactly are we going? Ah, also, yeah, I need to give her the award. Oh, ship services, that's where we're going.
All
Yeah,
right,
optional.
let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed?
What's Jazz doing here?
First of all, this is my section of the key, so I'm gonna stand here for as long as I want. And second of all, I know all about that award and your deal with Neva. We don't keep secrets between us. Just throttle down and give her the damn thing already so we can get to work.
Why do I have the feeling you're gonna make more money of this thing than I am?
Well, that's because you'd be absolutely right. You see, everyone above you in the fleet is making more than you are off the same gig. That's why we're all fighting our way to the top. Understood? Good. Now, you might want to hand over that award before I have you tossed off the key. Just a thought.
Sure, here you go.
Well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket. Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to Rokoff, but that's on you. Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up, and I might even start respecting you. All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
Anything ship-related? You're at the right
Okay, so
place.
now we're actually going to the Vigilance. Right, I thought we were gonna have a conversation about the plan. Yes, I was wrong. Right, you're still over here in Olympus. Just gonna jump there directly, give the evidence. And get the next part of the quest line from the fleet.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Alrighty then.
Captain, it is.
I don't suppose these guys have a spike, I believe. I'm gonna need to get one.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume?
I mean, some of the Sirens of the Stars passengers should be arrested.
Nice work. Any specific evidence you picked up regarding criminal activity should be given to Lieutenant Toft after the debriefing.
If the evidence pans out, you can visit those alleged criminals in our brig the next time you stop by the Vigilance. But for
Really?
now, what do you have on Delgado and his little ragtag group of pirates?
I was able to successfully steal the Gull Bank credentials.
Yes, and I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives. We've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the Legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world.
How did you know all that?
The Bannock system was the site of a significant battle during the Narian War. I had to do a research paper on the subject at the Academy.
I think Delgado will figure it out.
It sounds like you admire that lunatic.
No, I don't admire him, but you have to admit, he's being clever.
I think his gospel's gone straight to your head. Maybe we made a mistake choosing you for this assignment.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal.
Aren't you concerned that I'm helping them get closer to Krix's legacy?
Of course I am. We don't really have a choice in the matter. There are no shortcuts. The route you're taking to secure Krix's legacy for the Crimson Fleet is the only one at our disposal. If you suddenly change your behavior, they'll know something's wrong. I realize it's difficult, but I urge you to stay the course for now. In the meantime, we'll formulate a plan to ensure the Crimson Fleet doesn't get their hands on that money.
Can't you just fly someone out there and trace it yourselves?
I'm not certain. Galbank uses their own proprietary transponder system. Even a ship as old as the Legacy would be a challenge to trace. And even if we could find the ship, we don't have anything strong enough to resist those levels of EM radiation. Unfortunately, we're hampered by the same obstacles as the Crimson Fleet.
Alright, they think something called the comm spike will solve that problem.
They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4.
Aren't we going to warn the UC Navy about my attempt to grab the comm spike?
I don't see the point. The Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline of information flowing from somewhere within the UC military. Any attempt to move the comm spike would be a waste of time. We need to play this close to the vest.
Gotcha. I mean, makes sense as well. And are you any closer to convincing the Council to attack the fleet?
My superiors are stubborn. They aren't going to authorize an attack on the key based on my flights of fancy, I've been told. We need more evidence that all the Crimson Fleet's plans will result in them actually getting their hands on this fabled cache of credits.
Hey, I'll report back with any evidence that I recover.
Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Krix's legacy first.
Right, in the meantime, Lieutenant...
This mission is going to require discretion on a number of fronts.
What other background information can you give me on the fleet?
They're pirates in every sense of the word, but they've managed to get more organized under their current leadership. That makes them especially dangerous, but hopefully it makes them a little more predictable too.
Okay. Do I have any access to CSTFD resources while I'm undercover?
We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it's best you get from the fleet. It'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea of how the fleet's operation works.
And do you know where the comm spike is being developed?
That information is classified, so even what I do know, I can't divulge. Now, I realize as part of this mission, you'll probably end up finding out anyway, but that's besides the point. For the sake of your cover, it's best you work with whatever information the fleet gives you.
Again, makes sense, because I might say something that probably it's a bit harder to know. And then I'll get suspicious. Can you at least tell me something about the comm spike?
I know as much as you do. I wasn't briefed on this particular device. But if the fleet wants to trace the Legacy's transponder signal, they'll need something beyond the decryption tech we have currently. If such a device exists, it's likely being developed by the UC.
Okay. In the meantime, I do have evidence.
Good. The more you find, the stronger our case.
Found some evidence about Rokov.
Tisk, tisk. Looks like Mr. Rokov lied on his application to Trident Luxury Lines about having a clean record. No matter. Next time he jumps from the key, we'll have him picked up. That will be one less fleet captain for us to worry about. Find anything else?
Yeah, I got this piece of information on a certain Galback employee who was aboard the Sirens of the Stars.
Are you kidding me? Dombrowski was already making a six-figure salary, and yet he couldn't resist starting an embezzlement scheme. It makes me sick. It's gonna be an absolute pleasure to throw his butt in prison. That it?
Yep, for now.
Okay, fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it.
You feel like telling me how your time in the world relates to your past experiences with the fleet?
Yeah. I figured it was only a matter of time before this came up. The reason I didn't bring up the Crimson Fleet is, well, I was one of them.
I see.
It's something I'm not exactly proud of.
Is that why you're so good at monitoring the fleet?
I know a great deal about how they operate, what frequencies they use, their encryption techniques, their methods. So, in short, yes.
Does the commander know?
He knows quite a bit about my journey. But I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this conversation to him.
So we share common ground for now.
Common ground, but not a common beginning. I was recruited out of New Atlantis by Neva Mora. She said I was making a name for myself, and it caught the fleet's attention. I was thrilled. It was a chance at bigger and better scores and gave me a ticket off-world. Why the heck would I say no?
But why did she choose you?
I raised hell on New Atlantis until someone stood up and took notice. And just like Adler Kemp stuck his neck out and vouched for you, someone else in the fleet did the same thing for me. In fact, it was my idea to send you to Sidonia for your first, well, I suppose you call it a mission.
I doubt we had a choice.
Even if I had, I was ignoring the potential repercussions. They took me in. Delgado ran me through the paces on Suvorov, and before I knew it, I was part of the team. Now I was making some serious money. That apartment I boasted about in New Atlantis became a joke. I even made enough to buy my own ship.
What happened when Delgado brought you down to Suvorov?
What do you think? It's a giant ice ball. I froze my behind off. We spent a while exploring the surface near the lock, while Delgado laid out his spiel about honor among thieves and all that nonsense. Never got a look inside the facility like you did.
Well, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Oh, it dropped. Hard. Everything changed thanks to Commander Akande. The man basically saved my life. I owe him everything.
He must have had his reasons.
He's a special man. I've never met anyone else like him. Look, I've already said too much. I promised Commander Akande I wouldn't talk to anyone about this. All you need to take away is that I've literally walked a mile in your shoes, and I appreciate the risks that you're taking. Carry through with this mission. I promise you I'll be there every step of the way.
Oh, thank you.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Interesting. So, did you have a bit of a crush on the
This
commander, or you
mission
still
will be
have?
tricky. You have your orders. I trust you to follow them.
How do you know about the comm spike?
Commanders are given briefings on classified projects, as they may be relevant to our current operations. On rare occasions, we may ask for a project to be pushed through or given more resources. In fact, we recently put in a request to upgrade our shields, which we hope will pay dividends in the near future.
The lieutenant wants those reports on her desk by
And
tomorrow morning.
are you at all concerned about stealing classified use information?
Very concerned. Which is why when this is over, I'm going to ask Mass for forgiveness, not permission. So to help with that, I ask that you show additional care. Any crimes against UC personnel will bring unwanted attention to both you and the operation. It will be far easier to explain to Mast why the Crimson Fleet gained possession of classified material, if the Crimson Fleet is no more.
Yep, makes sense.
You have your orders.
Okay, so that's about
Heard you made off
it.
with something called
I believe it was through the docking bay that I can get to the prison. Yeah, bricks.
Sysdef Marines are the best of the best.
It was this way. Docking port. Okay, that's still locked.
Heard Archangel
I'm
flew in
just
some
curious.
Sir, if I may speak freely, is there reason for the
Anyone that I gave evidence against is here? Okay, you are Austin?
I guess you think I have some sad story to tell? That I met some sick orphans on New Homestead and grew a conscience? Or maybe you're the cynical type, and you think I turned a new leaf because I wanted Sysdef to go easy on me. The truth is a bit more complicated than that.
Sure, we'll talk later. Just curious to see who is here. This is gonna take a bit to talk with them as well, so I'll probably just keep it for another episode. Just some extra flavor. Are you the only one? Okay, you're the only one. I thought I gave more information about more people. I should get arrested. Okay. Well, have fun, Austin. But I do need to... Yeah, I said I'll do this off screen with the ring. But yeah, the best there is meet Neva and Jasmine back on the key. So that's gonna be after I get the ring. So I can turn that in as well and be done with it. But yeah, for now I'm gonna leave it for this episode and continue next time. So hopefully you enjoyed this part, guys. But as always, don't forget to take care.